Men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Tuesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? It means the boys are in studio. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Boys, let's go. Let's go, boys. Boys, 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 boys. Tyler, get in on my chant. Boys, boys, boys. Tyler, whenever you're ready. Boys.
Boys.
Thank
boys,
you.
Boys.
Yeah, team boys.
Tyler, first off, I know the majority of you are listening on radio, and you can't see us on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live,
Right.
wherever live you're watching, where you
Uh-huh.
can see our beautiful faces.
Mine.
Tyler, how dare you wear a mustard shirt
Yeah, what are you doing?
that isn't a Two Men On Season
What are you
2
doing?
mustard shirt?
Have we not given you a shirt?
I was gonna say, how dare you guys not
All right,
give
hold up.
me
Hey,
a two-man
That's on you, dog.
mustard shirt?
I thought I gave you multiple.
I've been given no shirts.
All right, hey,
Mm,
Van, do me a favor. Get up from that microphone. Go downstairs to the trunk of your car. Aaron Burnett joining us.
hey, buddy.
Sit in front
Aaron
of the microphone.
Buck Burnett.
You're gonna
Hey,
yell at
hey. How's
Yeah.
how's everybody doing? I miss you guys.
Oh, you missed us?
Yeah.
Because we didn't hear a word from you over UFC weekend when you were hanging out with your actual friends, not slumming with us, talking about real sports, talking only about UFC.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
I have something that I have to deliver.
Okay.
All right.
It's a summons.
Oh, God.
Who do you think this is going to go to? Who am I going to serve?
The
Oh,
Am I going to serve you or am I going to serve you?
Statistically, historically, I'm going to say Van
yeah,
Nunley.
Van is the one.
Man is getting served.
Okay.
There you go. The last time that you were in the Valley of the Sun in
Yep.
Paradise Valley,
Yep.
you were going 15 over in a 30.
That's not true.
No, it's got a photo of you picking your nose right there in the picture.
The picture right there,
Okay.
I've seen it.
Well,
You can see your face. It's
now hold
you.
on. So let me tell you what's about to happen.
I didn't know this was a thing.
There's going to be another ticket coming in.
I already got
'Cause
mine.
This is the second ticket
Oh no!
because the first one I was waving at the
Let
camera,
me see this thing.
and the second one I started picking my nose.
All right, hold on. Hand it to me now.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you
That's somewhere deep in the heart of Scottsdale, where they had speed cameras, but
This-
they didn't bother putting the speed.
this is as good of a photo. First of all, this is the podcast cover today.
Yeah.
So make sure we get this.
Yes.
It's
you got-
gonna be on @TalkABQ on Instagram, Facebook,
All right,
wherever get your
so
social medias.
Aaron Burnett of KKOB, obviously, you know him, the El Rey Theater founder. You know, everyone knows Aaron Burnett. So he went with us to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Was this mailed to you directly? Did it come to the station?
No, it actually came to the station, and then when I saw it, I said,
Yeah.
"I'd like to please deliver that on
Oh,
air."
I love this so much. So you are in the branded sports animal truck.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
And did you also run a red light?
No,
This
God,
is-
I would never. Do
Oh,
that.
this is okay. This is
Classic,
very
isn't
good.
it?
I would go. Okay, first off, these are all lies. 'cause
55 and a 40.
I only drive 10 over, so I was only going 49. I never go over 10 over.
Where were you at 9:55 p.m.?
I was going to the resort or whatever we're staying at.
Oh, that tracks.
Was
yeah.
this for spring ball? Is
Yeah.
this when you guys
Yeah,
were
when
in spring ball?
we're there for spring training.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
There's-
just got my ticket from the Super Bowl 2 days ago.
Okay.
How am I? You know what? Well, we do this bit a lot. This
Mhm.
is not a bit. I'm old man slow.
We literally talked about this yesterday on the program that you're the safest driver.
I'm the safest driver of all. I never speed.
I always speed.
I'm insanely cautious
I
of
watch
others.
Formula One.
It took us 7.5 hours to get back from Phoenix whenever we went to the Super Bowl because that's how slowly I drive.
It's-
I made it
it's a true
there in
story.
exactly 5 hours.
I love this so much.
All right, I have to go do a radio program.
Aaron
I'm going to
Bur-
need that back. I'm going to make you a copy and give
Yes.
it to you. So
Okay, thank
Aaron
you
Burnett,
guys can
everyone.
put it on your
Thank you so-
podcast. Thank you.
All right.
so
Thank
very
you.
much. I need to digitally put it in my scans folder. That's in
I was excited for that to come in.
You knew that was coming?
Oh, yeah.
How did you know about it the first time?
Because I was driving 10 over.
Also, and you saw the thing flash?
Yeah. I saw it flash twice. The first flash I waved, and I was like, I bet another one's coming. So I dug for gold. I was like, this is going to be a sweet pick when this
It's-
comes up.
So human, like evolutionarily speaking,
Okay.
your nostril is the exact same size as your finger.
Yeah. For
That's
a good reason.
every human being on the planet.
Yeah.
Every human being can put their own index finger up their nose.
Yeah.
You went pinky.
I'm fancy. I'm a tea drinker, Fred.
And you're solo in this thing because I was hanging out with a friend. So I had a friend in Phoenix
Correct.
who I was hanging out with. And you were like, oh, I'm just going to, because when I'm with you, I do this when I say, hey, let it up, slow it. Also, I don't let you drive a ton in town. Highway miles, you drive a lot. But in town, I got this thing.
You are kind of type A when it comes to driving.
Well, you text and drive, which I hate.
Only at a stoplight.
It's too much for me.
I don't drive in text. That's
You-
dangerous.
Okay, you're correct. But you do the if there's brake lights in front of you, you're like, oh, it's cool. It's not cool. It scares the crap out of me.
At a stoplight, I text almost every stoplight.
Like, I know.
I'm the guy that gets honked at.
I do not text every stoplight. I let it sit there until the show starts. Right now, we're 5 minutes in, and I have 13 text messages because I drove here.
Well, I'm pretty sure stoplights are more for texting than they are for like traffic.
Tyler walks everywhere. Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
You got no skin in this game.
You don't have
okay.
to stop to text on the bus.
Oh, what a fun momentous day. I hope this thing cost you less than $100 because that's still a laughable amount of money. But if it's $100, I'm going to strongly encourage you to do
Did
the
it have a
community-
dollar amount?
I didn't see it.
I was too focused on the picture.
The picture is so good.
Isn't that so good? I
Oh,
like over exaggerated it too. Like I flexed my hand and forearms.
If we have to find a reason to go to Phoenix for you to do community service, we're doing the show live from Van's Community Service in Maricopa County.
Hey, look,
Phoenix.
it happened in Scottsdale. I'll do some community cervix in Scottsdale.
That's okay. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Making funny jokes.
Listen, you knows that was a bad decision out there.
Yes, I do.
Tyler, you can have that one.
That's unconstitutional, first off.
It-
I can't wait to talk about this on the other side of the glass. I am going off on KK.
You're going over to KKOB to say how automatic traffic
Yes.
enforcement, because it's a private entity and not a government facility.
Like many of our friends at KKOB, I'm a constitutionalist,
Yeah, oh, I love this.
and I don't remember any robots in the Constitution.
How can
What are you doing next January 6th,
Listen,
Fred?
the
I'm going to storm the Capitol.
the musket that I carry around?
I'm not accepting speeding tickets from robots.
Actually, I don't disagree with this.
Yeah.
I'm on your team with this.
Thank you.
I want you to fight this until it's no longer funny.
100%.
But up until that point, I want it to go very poorly for you.
Day one of the saga.
Yes. Oh, this is okay.
Nunley versus Scottsdale.
The founding fathers would have texted at red light.
That's
Yeah.
And if the founding fathers had anything to do with lights, they would not have been red. First of all, it would have been blue.
Yes,
It would have been blue lights.
No, it'd be sepia.
That's- oh gosh! Can you see Van at a stoplight in like Nantucket, and he's like texting like, "Oh, I think the British are currently coming." Like, what? Figure it out. Oh, I love that start to the show.
You're welcome.
I wanted to talk about the Rays going 10-0 and how this hasn't happened since 1987 and the Milwaukee Brewers. Oh, but this is a way better start. Oh,
You're welcome.
when are you going on KKOB? Like right after this?
Probably. You and Tyler hang for one, and I'll
Yeah.
go in there.
Send Chris Burnett in.
Yeah, have
Really?
Chris sit in.
A lot of Burnett's all of a sudden.
Yeah. I usually like redheads.
Mm.
So you have to go back to Phoenix at some point.
I'll just make it rain.
That's
Fred, come on, look at me. I'm a self-made thousandaire.
that's not the.
You gonna give me a kick? You think a ticket's gonna slow me down,
Hey.
brother?
I sat on a warrant in Spokane for like 10 years because I was never planning to go back to Washington.
Statute of limitations, baby.
And then right at like the 9-year, 3-month mark, Spokane, I move here and I go to get a new license. And because it's the whatever the national one, the star one, whatever it is, the deep state license. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Real ID?
Real ID.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, sorry for you, brother. In Spokane, you got a warrant. So I had skirted it for 10 years living in Illinois.
How long does it last? What did you do?
It was 10 years.
What was your warrant?
They got me for they got me with the airplane speeding thing.
Speeding tickets last 10 years?
But it wasn't even me.
See you in 11 years, Phoenix.
Yeah. So so they have these markers on the ground and then they fly planes. And then if you get from one marker to the other one too quickly, you were speeding. Like
Okay.
that's okay, understood.
Presumptive.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe I just have a really long car.
But I was going to Spokane from Pullman, Washington, where my college was, and I wasn't even driving. But you can't see the driver in the car because it's top down.
Mm,
So it was my car,
okay.
but the guy I chummed around with that we went up there to play like 3-on-3 basketball or whatever. Yeah, he was. So I called him. I'm like, hey, do you want to pay this $700 thing? He's like, do you want to never call me again? And
Ah,
I was like, yeah, I'll pay.
what was that option?
Yeah, I was like,
Did you
cool,
take that option?
cool. Oh gosh. Also, everyone listening to the program right now, all of our friends of the show are like, yeah, no, this been there before.
This tracks.
Robots fight back. Watch out. That's from the Sports Animal live chat.
Yeah. I was in support. I was completely aghast
Yeah.
at the treatment that downtown's Iron Man had. I don't know why Iron Man didn't talk to his boy at NARC in Scottsdale, have him take it easy on me.
From the Sports Animal live chat, the Dodgers still have the best roster in baseball, in my opinion. That's from friend of the show, Joseph. I don't
Okay.
think that's wrong, but they don't have the record that the Rays have.
Nope.
And we'll grab an early break, get back, talk actual sports, and we'll let Van wipe a little bit of egg off his face, as he's claimed he's a better driver than me for the longest time, and has now been proven by a court of robot.
Still wrong.
It's not wrong. There's a photo of you digging for gold.
So funny.
I'm 50-50 on if you did that on purpose. I can't tell.
I don't know why they didn't send both. I should have 2 tickets right now.
Why is there
Once
another?
I saw the flash one, I just leaned into it.
Was it behind you or in front of you?
I was in front. I saw the first one. Whoosh. I gave him some deuces, and I was like, there's got to be another one. So I just dug it in and I flexed
This
it.
is like 3 weeks ago. I feel like you would have told me anything about this by now.
I was waiting for this exact moment.
Oh my gosh. You don't have the foresight to do a 3-week long radio bit.
You don't think I have the comedic timing to wait 3 weeks for this?
No, Andy Kaufman,
an
I don't think
insult.
you do.
That's an insult, and you know Andy Kaufman is one of my all-time favorites.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Are you a sports fanatic?
You need to visit the premier sports entertainment, music, and memorabilia store, All in Autographs. All in Autographs is a one-stop shop for sports fanatics. Visit All in Autographs, Hoffmantown Square, allinautographs.com.
And traffic right now, we're still dealing with that congestion southbound on I-25. As you approach Osuna, that'll last until Comanche. Be careful going through there as things get back up to speed after the earlier crashes. Also, northbound I-25 headed towards the interchange. You're going to run into some slowdowns there. Those last until Candelaria. Eastbound on I-40 between 12th Street and the interchange. That's moving slow. Also seeing some slowdowns right now. Course headed south at Montano, as well as westbound Paseo approaching 2nd Street.
This report is brought to you by Jericho Nursery, your gardening angels.
Right now at Jericho Nursery, you will find hundreds of the most beautiful roses to choose from, plus expert advice on planting everything this spring. All your yard and garden needs. Visit us on Alameda and 2nd Street or online at jerichonursery.com. Hoorah!
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
Think about it simply. It's a big company with a lot of success before you, the employee, showed up. You show up, you're dynamic, and they love you. But they were very successful without you. Not had quite the high-level success the company hoped, and now you want a fully guaranteed deal because a poorly run company across the street did it to their employee. And Baltimore's like, we're not going to do that.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's time to renew New Mexico. If you have Medicaid or SNAP, you must renew to keep your benefits. If you have moved, update your contact information at yes.state.nm.us or call 1-800-283-4465. You will be mailed a turquoise envelope when it is time to renew. Your Medicaid and SNAP benefits are very important. To learn more, go to renew.hsd.nm.gov and renew New Mexico.
Ladies, fall in.
What's up, Coach?
You can't play soccer in sweatpants and dresses.
Don't you think we know that? If we had real team uniforms, we wouldn't embarrass you like this.
Point taken. I'll make a call.
Time for real team uniforms and professional office apparel. Graphic Connection has great designs, years of experience, and over 300,000 products.
Gosh, these new uniforms are awesome!
Right? Told you I'd take care of it.
Graphic Connection.
Springtime, tax time. What are you going to do with that refund? How about using part of it to protect one of your largest investments? It's Jeff Symbieta, and may I suggest you take part of your refund and call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Have them meet you at your convenience and detail your vehicle. Ask them about a fresh coat of wax or ceramic coating. It'll protect your car from the intense New Mexico sun. They offer a lifetime warranty, and it starts at just $250. Our military receives a 10% discount. Call and schedule at 505-859-2859 or online at otsdetailing.com.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10
On 95.9 FM
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
None of that is even close to the song or the.
I thought we were all doing a little bit of an acapella thing here. I thought we were all going to throw something in.
We can do that when we come in without music. Still no. Still bad. It's very bad.
Not the one. Got it.
Not the one.
The Tampa Bay Rays are 10-0, the first team to start a season 10-0 since the 1987 Milwaukee Brewers. Tyler was not alive.
Not at all.
I was 1.
No, you were not.
It's 40 years ago.
In 1987, you believe you were 1.
Is this 83?
Did I? Or did I say 87, the actual year?
Oh, earlier you said 83.
No, I did not.
I think you said 87 this time.
Yeah, I definitely.
87 that time.
80,
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
87 the whole time.
Okay. I was 4.
This is why you can't figure out numbers.
Like 9 over.
What
Now,
is-
first off, that robot has the audacity to think that I drive 15 over in town.
That's what it said.
That's offensive. That's a lie. I don't do that ever.
The Rays won last night. When did they play again today? What time?
In 20 short minutes.
Okay, so
In 18 short minutes.
well, I think they're about at their limit at 10-0 because they didn't even win by 4 runs last night.
Oh, I barely beat them. Just barely by 4 runs.
They're pretty much washed up, really. The last team to do anything similar was 1884. Maroons. The Maroons. Don't know what that is. A 27-inning shutout streak, fam. The Tampa Bay Rays have a 27-inning shutout
They're
streak.
doing it without their best pitcher.
Who's that?
They're pitching lights out, and they're doing it without Tyler Glasnow.
Never even heard of that dude.
Well, you don't know baseball like I do, Bubba.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
People are going to keep moving the goalposts like on this team forever. They're off to a better start than anyone could possibly be off to. It's not even part of a conversation on if they're good. It's if they're the best, and they're going to be the best at the end of the season. This is not a fluky thing. This is not a we played weak talent. This is not a whatevers. This is a team that you actually predicted at the beginning of the year, which kind of I hate.
You're welcome.
But this is a team that is legitimately the best team in baseball, and they could be one of those first day of the season to the last day of the season best teams in baseball. And that's not traditionally how baseball ends the year.
Oh, it is not how baseball happens friggin' ever.
Ever.
But I said they were going to get hot at the end of the year. So I'm not completely right, but I'm right enough to take credit, baby.
A little wire to wire. They're going to go a little wire to wire. From the live chat, the Sports Animal live chat. Bunch of hellos. Thank you, everyone.
Hi.
We're going to do better about doing the live stream when we're on remote. The technology exists.
Yeah.
Ben gets a ticket.
If I can get a robot ticket, we can live stream when we're on remotes. We've done it before. We'll do it again. They're so good.
First save of the year last year. That's crazy to me.
Last night? They only won 9 games in a row by more than 4.
That's what I'm saying.
8 people have done it.
They never even had an opportunity.
8 people have done it.
For a save.
Since 1876. Only 8 teams have done that. in 140 years.
It's the all-time.
Sorry, 137 years.
It's the all-time run differential.
They're the best start in the history of baseball. It's not hyperbole. It is statistically the best start in the history of baseball.
And also
and they're still going.
Baseball fan right now, because is like old crotchety man who sits on his porch and screams at clouds and kids.
Okay, I don't sit on my porch. I do all that other stuff.
Yes. This Rays team is a team of kids.
The children's.
Everyone hates these kids.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball fan is like, you're not Aaron Judge. I hate you. You're not Paul Goldschmidt. Who is you?
Randy Arozarena.
That's the one dude.
Is the seasoned veteran.
And he's been there
of 28 years old.
Been there 2 minutes.
He could just rent a car last year.
Does he have a regular number yet?
Which I probably won't be able to do in Arizona.
No,
anymore.
not for a while.
Yeah.
Is he still wearing a 60 number? Or has he got a regular number yet?
He does whatever he wants.
He does.
He's wearing 56.
He's so weird. That's the ugliest number.
That's cool. He's probably got some serious meaning to it. Special place in his heart.
I'm going to cite this as not common because I can't give you an actual citing. How often do you have a team throw 3 straight shutouts? I'm going to say that's pretty not common, Van.
In this baseball?
Yes.
Like everyone hits a homer all the time baseball? Shout out to the Rays. Shut out to the Rays. Shutouts are so rare.
I actually have it in front of me. Ready? The last time there were 3 straight shutouts to start a season was 2016, the Dodgers. They opened the season with 3 straight shutouts, and then in Game 4 got shelled for 12.
Yeah.
I don't think the Rays are ever going to give up more than 3 runs. Ever.
9 teams in MLB history have started 10-0. You know how many seasons there are?
Greg Amsinger of the MLB.
I don't. I'm asking. How many seasons are there?
Baseball.
It's so old. When did baseball officially start? The 1870s? 1876 is what I see.
Yeah, in
the centennial?
In Cincinnati.
America's centennial? That's when baseball started.
Correct. There was like 3 teams. We've had this talk because for some reason the NBA started during World War II, and I was like, not cool. Pick a different time. That's not the one.
Well, listen here, America. You know what to distract you from the horrible World War? Some basketball.
Oh, hardwood.
Hey, put a little pigskin in a peach basket, America. Distract yourselves from the awful war.
You've never heard of Naismith? Well, neither had we until we needed a distraction from the Second Great War.
Playing center for the Boston Celtics, 5'6" Herb Stevens. He's the tallest man in the NBA by a foot.
During the day, rivets air defense. During the night, entertains you on the hard court. 2 dribbles here, my man.
Just invented last week, wooden planks. You should see the ball bounce now.
Buy a seat, get a war bond.
You thought that basketball bounced well on dirt. You should see it on a wood floor.
Our athletes are wearing wool, as of course polyester has gone towards the war effort.
But the boys across the ocean are using all that canvas for the war.
That is the one, though. Those like 1950 civil defense, like propaganda videos.
All of the gunpowder's overseas, but there were fireworks in Philadelphia.
It's so dumb, funny, and accurate. Oh. They would get like the auxiliary out, like the women's auxiliary to like cheer.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, their men are at home, but their biggest fans are here at the Boston, whatever. And you're like, stop.
Rosie the Riveter worked 12 hours today in the factory, but she showed up to have a hot dog and a soda pop.
Hot dogs today, of course, only 40% sawdust as the rest of the...
New regulations from the FDA said only 4 ears per hot dog.
If MLB Network reaches out to these Tampa Bay Rays for like interviews and stuff, What do they say besides like, we got that dog in us? Like, what is this group of kids that don't realize what they're doing is the most exceptional thing ever done? What do you say besides woof woof?
Wait, what does everyone besides Brandon Lowe say to their translator? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
B-Lo go, wow. Like, what do you do?
They're so good. Hey, you know what it is? They brought the Devil Ray jerseys back. That's why.
That might not be that far off.
They waited till after Easter, though. That was nice of them.
Rob Manfred was like, hey, we got these new rules. There's going to be a lot more offense in the game. And Tampa Bay Rays were like, hold my beer.
Hold on. Hold up.
We got a plan here. And all these, like, you kind of were joking, but not joking. All these guys from, like, Caribbean islands and Pan-Caribbean islands.
Sure.
And they had to play super fast baseball growing up. There were no lights on their field.
Yeah.
If you're going
to end early,
to get another game in, you got to go now. Ready to go. Oh, gosh. And we're going to be at the point in like starting in 5 years, but all the way up to like the next 10 years, every major league pitching coach is going to be a former player from this rotation. Like, here's how you do it. We learned it from fill in the blank.
You want to go down this list? I want you to tell me who you've heard of.
You thought Pete Fairbanks was elite, Van. You say that at the beginning of the year. He's only got one save. Loser.
You don't get any chances.
Oh, okay.
You only had one chance last night.
I only know Randy Rosarina. I'm not joking. Try me with anyone else.
Okay. Yandy Diaz.
No.
I think he was a Cardinal a long time ago.
No.
Brandon Lau. It's spelt low, but it's pronounced Lau.
I'm familiar with him.
Okay. Randy Rosarina, you know.
Yeah.
You got to know this guy. He's a stud.
All right.
Wander Franco.
Okay, I do know who that is.
Okay.
He's a stud.
So after Randy Rosarina and Wander Franco, poof, that's everyone you know.
Yandy Diaz is Cuban, right?
Luke Raley, Isaac Paredes, Josh Lowe, not Lau, Manuel Margot, Christian Betancourt.
Yandy Diaz was with the Cleveland Indians or the Cleveland Commanders, depending on how you describe them.
Francisco Mieja, Taylor Walls, Vidal Brujan, Harold Ramirez. Okay, here's a stud. This guy's a dude.
Harold Baines?
Shane McClanahan. You know Shane McClanahan?
Yeah, I saw Boondock Saints. He's cool.
From the law offices of McClanahan and McClanahan.
What do you need this rope for?
What are you going to need this rope for? Taj Bradley, Jeffrey Springs is a dude.
Never heard.
Drew Rasmussen, Josh Fleming.
Is that Cody Rasmus's brother, the former St. Louis Cardinal?
Pete Fairbanks, Jason Adam, Colin Poche, Jalen Beeks, Ryan Thompson, Garrett Clevenger, Calvin Fosher, Kevin Kelly.
Doug, I'm looking at the team roster.
On the injured list, Jose Siri, Shane Baz, Zach Eflin, and my dude, Tyler Glasnow.
I'm looking.
You don't know any of these people, and they're 10-0.
I'm looking at the team roster right now where they have all their player pictures, like from Media Day. All these dudes look like this is the first time they ever took a Media Day photo.
Mm-hmm. No. Smile with the rest of your face.
Right. They put their arms behind their back so that their chest looks bigger. You're like, what are you doing? Just cross your arms. You're not fooling anyone. You're not Jenny Finch.
40-man roster, Fred?
Okay.
On their 40-man roster, there are 4 dudes 30 and over. 4. You want to know what the oldest one is? 31. They have 40 dudes 31 and under.
You know what this is? This is Gen Z rage.
Ooh.
They're like, we don't have to be here a long time. We just have to get the job done. We're salary. Tyler's over here like, yes. Tyler's like, this is correct.
Get that.
All these Gen Zers are like, you're not paying me to be here a long time. You're paying me to be here for a good time.
Sure.
Let's go.
Is that your Tinder bio?
All right. Note to self. Update Tinder bio. This relationship will not be for a long time. Something long, hard road. Okay.
Whoa, easy.
Hi-yo.
Easy.
From the Sports Animal live chat on the live stream. A lot of people enjoyed the propaganda bit we just did.
Thank you. It was pretty good.
NBA basketball. This is a stupid show. Whenever we get back, NFL talk, but I would spend all day on baseball if I could. Josh Sushal will join us at 5:30. The boys are off at 5:45 today. handed
For
off.
good reason.
Well, the worst reason, though. If the Isotopes are going to play a game, I hate that it has to be against El Paso.
Save it.
I swear to God, dude.
Save your rage.
I want to put El Paso, I want to dig a hole into the ground. I want to put El Paso into that hole. I then want to stomp into that hole with the heel of my boot until El Paso is no longer breathing. And then I want to cover it with dirt and I want to walk away.
Except for the no longer breathing part, you're describing El Paso.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Band might be on KKOB wherever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If April is showering your company with open job positions, check out Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job today and get hiring by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Traffic right now, things continuing to move slow in a couple of spots here in town. Crash cleanup westbound on I-40 near 12th Street. You're going to see slowdown starting right around the interchange. Northbound on I-25 at Comanche, we've got a crash. You're going to see slowdowns with that as you approach the interchange. Southbound on I-25, dealing with congestion starting around Osuna. That goes until Montgomery. Westbound on Paseo right now, seeing some slowdowns as you approach the river.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
When DeMar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situation.
DeMar Hamlin has been down for over 9 minutes now.
Join the Sports Animal on the field at University Stadium Saturday, April 15th for a free CPR class at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at sportsanimалabq.com, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the Lobo football home opener, and walk-ups on Saturday are welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life. Register now at sportsanimалabq.com.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
SpringFest is here at Lowe's. Don't miss out on the best deals of the season. Refresh your yard with 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. And refresh your home with savings on paint and stain. Right now, buy one, get one 50% off on 1-gallon cans and 5-gallon pails of HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Paint, Stainmaster Paint, and Cabot Exterior Stains. Shop SpringFest today. Valid through 4/12. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See store at Lowe's.com for details.
In 2022, the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fires devastated parts of northern New Mexico. Fiesta Subaru has been restoring and replanting many of these areas. But we're not doing it alone. Our customers have been donating trees to help with the restoration. Thanks to their generosity, 25,000 seedlings will be planted in areas affected by these wildfires. At Fiesta Subaru on Lomas, we're committed to making a positive impact on our environment because it's the right thing to do.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new kitchen package of state-of-the-art appliances with innovations to make everything from meal prep to cleanup easier. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. Bring on spring with savings on select kitchen appliances in-store and online at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Wait,
Aren't these all charitable donations?
At Magda's Tax Prep, every person
I'd rather
counts.
not have to file for an extension.
She needs new auditors to maximize returns on her family time.
On itemized deductions. Hey, can someone help with these 1099s?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Of the 137 intros we have, this is one like I actually might listen to in real life. It sounds like something I'd listen to.
There's a couple I'm down with. There's a couple.
How many total NFL games are there in a season? 272.
Did you just pull that number out of, or did you look it up?
Well, how many teams are there?
32.
And how many, they all play 17 games?
Mm-hmm.
So 272. So there's 272 total games. Okay. The NFL Red Zone just released its pricing. Okay. Now you were telling me, Van, because you are super cheap. You were telling me they used to be able to buy like a single team, or you could buy like the Red Zone channel only or something.
Yes.
What?
There used to be multiple packages.
Tiers.
Yes.
Okay. Now tiers is what everyone has in their eyes because the NFL and YouTube, which is the exclusive, Tyler, you're familiar with YouTube because you are a Gen Zer,
right?
It is.
Are you?
Yeah, but I feel like non-Gen Zers are quite aware of YouTube at this point. Like, you can't be putting YouTube just on the Gen Zers still. Like, that's everybody.
I think my septuagenarian mother and father are quite familiar with YouTube.
Because of pandemic.
I mean, they had a lot of time during the pandemic.
So they watched that video, Plandemic?
My dad, maybe.
Yeah.
Hard, maybe. Two of my aunts, for sure.
So if you sign up now for the NFL Sunday ticket, it's $249.
What am I, a first-round pick last year?
That's your energy on
Who has $250? I got to pay this speeding ticket in Scottsdale.
Yes. How much is it? Does it say?
No.
You're like shuffling through the paperwork?
Here. Nothing. Apparently in Arizona, I heard they have to serve you because it's like, I don't know, the reddest of red states or something.
This is like an alcohol thing? Like, what do you mean?
I wish.
So that came certified mail.
I don't know.
I would assume it did.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out a lot more.
So after $100 pre-sale discount, so if you sign up for Sunday ticket, you get $100 off. So that's $249. It's normally $349.
Get out.
Now, if you want to add the Red Zone boys,
which is the only good part.
The only good part, it's another $50.
You going to watch Cleveland and Tennessee in late September? No. Just give me the Red Zone.
And people are like, this isn't fair.
Red Zone and Sunday Night Football. Sometimes Monday night. Only when we're at Howie's.
Do you want to know how much like actual games of football I watch?
Never Thursday.
No,
boycotting Thursday.
I will never watch Thursday Night Football.
Unless a nice local sports bar want to sponsor us being there.
Then we will-
505-246-0610.
We will come hang out with
Always looking for more friends of the show.
all of the friends of the show will be there with us.
Yes. It's a great time.
But also then never.
And I won't pay attention, but we'll have fun.
Not for 1 second. You know what I'll do? Giveaways. That'll be fun. You know what I won't do? Be able to tell you what the score is.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. So there's 272 games, and you're telling me this is less than $1 a game for the most entertaining thing on the TV that you can possibly watch. This seems like the deal to me. No one is going to watch all 272 games. Are you maybe going to watch all of your team's 17 games? So what's that work out to be? $20, Bob? That's not bad either.
Adam Schefter doesn't watch that much football. Did I get his name right?
I believe he's one of the ones.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, yeah, 15. That's less than $20 to watch every one of your team's games. There cannot be an outrage here. That is a regular amount of money. What is this noise you're doing?
You know how much money the NFL makes off of partnerships and sponsorships and TV deals?
Yeah, and Tyler's stepdad.
Why do you want to pay it forward to the fan? Let them just watch the games.
You think it's wild that it's like $50 to $80 a month to watch the most popular sport in the country that's sent to you for free over broadcast television? You think that's crazy?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But for our listeners, I did do the math. So you were saying it's $350 normally, right?
Normally, yeah.
Okay, but we're down to $250, but that is about $470 in food stamps. So for the other rates, like
smart.
I'm covering the other folks. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I think that's not bad at
So
all.
stupid.
Yeah. The amount of fruit by the foot that you have to sacrifice in order to like the amount of name brand. that
How
you
many
have to-
great value hot dogs do you have to forego
Yeah,
to get
like
the
in order
Sunday
to get
ticket?
the
What are you eating then?
That's a good question. Rice and football, baby. That's
The final season of DirecTV's 28-year run, which is how long DirecTV had this thing before YouTube got it. It was $300 and up to $400 bundled with their version of Red Zone. Moving forward, their version with Andrew Siciliano no longer exists.
What?
$349 for Sunday ticket, $389 with Red Zone. You can get the $100 promo, whatever. I think this is a steal. I don't understand the outrage, boys. Miss me with the, hey, you can stream it illegally. Miss me with the, hey, password sharing. Miss me with all those things I don't want to deal with. And also,
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
The boys literally have a password co-op.
We have a co-op.
But in this case, you're taking the high ground, huh?
No. That's what I'm saying. Somebody in the co-op has to pay it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in on that. And you know how YouTube is. YouTube's also going to do the one where they're like, hey, get YouTube TV. YouTube TV.
Yeah.
You can watch all these games and what's an exclusive YouTube thing that's cool? I have no idea. I'm not cool.
Bluey or something?
What
I don't know.
What?
That's a children's cartoon.
What are you going on about?
Digging deep in the crates, Bubba.
What's the thing you watch most on YouTube, Tyler?
Podcast.
Like vodcasts? Like you watch people talk?
Yeah,
people do that with it.
I think that's like the biggest thing on YouTube these days, right? Definitely not.
You're right.
Definitely not football games.
Oh, definitely not football.
Definitely not like the game. It's not
Unpackaging videos.
Yeah.
What
Those
is
are
that?
huge. Where people literally unpackage things and talk about unpackaging them. You don't know this is a thing that exists?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Unboxing.
They're unboxing. Thank you. Unboxing videos.
Like breaking down conspiracy theories? Is that what
No.
you're talking about?
Like children opening up toys and talking about it. Adults,
Oh God, your
like
algorithm is so weird.
like our friends at Astro Zombies, like unpackaging a new Princess Leia figure or something and talking about it.
That's creepy.
Unboxing is big. You know what's big is the meditation 10-hour loop videos.
Those are sweet.
Those are massive.
Okay.
Yeah, those are good. Those are quality. I'd pay the package for those. Whatever package they want for the unlimited meditation frequency apps.
When I'm at
Like,
the
like 10-hour loop.
Yeah.
Like videos. I'll pay that monthly. Yeah.
Do you actually meditate or you just like go to sleep to it?
I just sleep to it.
Okay.
Sleep to it. I try to meditate, but the result isn't that's sleeping.
I-
Meditating is sleeping, right?
I have a little rain noise generator thing that I sleep
Love it.
with.
Mm.
But the problem is when it actually rains, I instantly get tired.
Ooh. You're programmed.
But I'm Pavloved.
Mm-hmm.
I've been Pavloved. You know what I do watch though all the time is those like 30-minute like YouTube history documentaries.
Yeah.
Where like I can tell you more about the Lewis and Clark expedition from this thing that I just had on the background yesterday.
Dan Carlin's Hardcore History.
No, that one sucks.
I mess with that one.
No, that one's the worst.
I love that one. So when it's actually raining, I'll tell you what you do. You put on the video on YouTube of your neighbors arguing, and then it just balances out and you're good to go again.
The Sports Animal live chat 100% agrees with you, Van, that like unboxing videos are dope. I didn't know that.
Okay.
They're excited.
See?
They're excited. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Well, you know what it is. You bought it.
In the box.
Or wait, are these like surprise boxes?
Could be. Bespoke Post is advertising to me really hard. By the way, I'm going to reach out to Bespoke Post.
You sound to me like you're the type of guy, or maybe I'm the only guy who ever got in a fight with his girlfriend because I threw my Apple box away at the Apple store before I left.
You going to save the Apple box?
She was outraged that I didn't
away the Apple box.
So I got the new iPhone, threw away the Apple box while in the store, and she was like, "You're supposed to save the Apple box." And I said, I am not supposed to save trash.
I don't know if you're supposed to save the Apple box, but what I am hearing is borderline sociopathic. Like that you couldn't get out of the store without ripping the phone out of the box and throwing that away. Like,
well, they had to turn the phone on, and then they handed me the empty box, and I was like, I pushed it back across the table like a negotiation of paper in a mobster movie. And I was like, nah, just go ahead and trash that. And she was like, I think we'll be in a fight now because you didn't keep the Apple box. And I said, what?
If you don't keep the Apple box, how are you going to do a boxing video later?
Right.
Where you do an unboxing video in reverse.
A boxing video is me watching Rope-a-Dope with Muhammad Ali and giving commentary. That's a boxing video.
I've gone down a Mike Tyson knockout wormhole before. That's fun.
Well, that's a cool video game.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, I'm talking about videos of actual Mike Tyson knockouts.
2 Men On live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. Or, of course, starting our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Have our lunches over the 6-6 Diner, Burger, and a Milkshake. That's Fred's special. Go in there and grab that bad boy. Don't ask for Fred's special. They won't know what that is. But get whatever burger or milkshake you want. It's super good. I'm a side-by-side guy. Give me Choco and Badano. Everyone knows that. The weekend is for New Mexico's vodka. That is Teller Vodka. Don't forget that next Wednesday we are at ABQ Axe. We're throwing Thursdays on a Wednesday. We're excited for that. But before then, this upcoming Friday night, we're at Hollow Spirits. Come hang out with us as we are there all evening long, laughing and playing, and mostly just of good spirit at Hollow Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I have a T-shirt. They gave me a T-shirt the other day.
Did they now?
This is a little bit my fault. The shirt I was wearing was too hot. There were so many people for the watch party. I was wearing like a hoodie.
It was a little warm.
It was a little warm because there was over 100 people in there.
You know, I'm a button-up guy.
Yeah.
I like breathable. I like linen in the summer.
Today was the first day where the temperature was like, got to figure out that closet, Fred. I just dress warm.
Layers. You get a nice light layer. Take it off whenever you want. You're a REI guy. You have like 1,000 3/4 zips. You're built for this.
I do have a lot.
You're built for this season, Fred. Quit complaining. You're ready. Let's go.
You want like every color and texture. It's a good quarter zip collection. I like for a guy who doesn't golf.
Is it quarter zip or 3/4 zip?
3/4 zip.
You only zip the quarter, and the last 3/4, there's no zipping involved whatsoever.
It's like the NBA All-Star game. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Taxes are due. Have you filed yet? Don't worry. Jackson Hewitt is racking up the assists. They guarantee your biggest refund, and they will get you filed or get you an extension before the deadline. Beat the clock and the crowds. Go to Jackson Hewitt today.
So traffic right now, things moving slow in a few different spots. We'll start with westbound on I-40. We've got crash cleanup going on right around 12th Street, but you're going to see the slowdowns going all the way back to San Mateo. Might want to seek out an alternate route if you can. If not, just be patient as you make your way through there. Also dealing with that crash on northbound I-25 at Candelaria. Slowdowns there going back to Gibson, so watch yourself there also. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, that's moving slow, seeing some congestion and more of it now. Westbound on Paseo, starting right around 2nd Street. That'll last until Coors. And speaking of Coors, headed south on Coors at Montano, seeing some slowdowns there as well.
Exhibit is presenting New Mexico's largest expo event on April 18th from 1 to 8 p.m. at Isleta Resort. Get your tickets now at b2bexponm.com. That's B, the number 2B, exponm.com. Sponsored by 96.3 News Radio, KKOB, and Lamar Advertising.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Angie. It's easier than ever to get home projects done well. Get started at Angie.com. The LA Lakers have a game tonight. I know a lot of you saw LeBron crown himself on Sunday and figured that meant they won something. Of course, the Lakers aren't even officially in the playoffs yet, but unlike last year, at least they made the play-in game. I'm Jim Rome.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave you beer. You remember, Tom Brady was still a buck. The Sports Animal is doing it again with JPR Decorative Gravel and Blake's Lottaburger for the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to participating breweries, and you'll receive $1 off each beer you buy that day. Breweries like Hemmett's Mountain Brew House, Tractor Brewing, Juneau Pub, and more. Save $1 off a beer while fighting illiteracy in New Mexico. Get a full list of drop-off locations online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
It used to be, not that long ago, if your hair was thinning, you just had to deal with it. Losing one's hair was natural, and there was nothing you could do about it. That is certainly not the case anymore. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I'm talking to both men and women who may be dealing with hair loss or thinning hair. There absolutely is something you can do to get your hair back, and it starts with one easy call to NuMale. The number is 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688.
Yeah, I'm all right.
NuMale.com. This cutting-edge technology has helped thousands of men and women reclaim their hair. The pros at NuMale walk you through the options, and you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy. It uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser, proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Call NuMale 505-652-1688 or schedule online at NuMale.com and get your hair back.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations.
You add that extra laptop and it always bleeds out the broadband, so then this gets kicked off.
Who needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store man.
You add that extra laptop over there, it takes more bandwidth, and so it pulls the bandwidth away from the iPad.
Keep my business running. Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter.
Are you saying that what I said was stupid, or that the idea of it is stupid?
5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate with.
I mean, every time you add that laptop, it keeps doing that.
/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
New Mexico Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Right up against 5 o'clock. Only 45 minutes of the program left. Josh Susan will be with us for 15 of those minutes at 5:30, previewing the Isotopes tonight against El Paso.
Friends of the show, if you're listening from the wonderful state of Arizona right now, you should support Senate Bill 1234.
Oh, that's a good number.
Which claims that
my luggage
photo traffic enforcement is unconstitutional, which it is. So if you live in Arizona and you believe in freedom, support Senate Bill 1234, which will prohibit local authorities from using photo radar to identify traffic violators.
Now, Van, do you feel
whether they're guilty or innocent?
See, I was going to say, do you feel like you have any bias in this promotion of this bill whatsoever? No?
I'm an objective member of the press.
Right.
We should shoot one of those. We should shoot one of those political commercials for you.
Oh, I like that.
Putting that on the list too.
All right. So where you walk, it's the Sports Animal truck, and then you walk in from off the frame, and you're like, "Friends, are you like me? Have you been digging for gold?" and the man snuck up behind you. It's actually just that scene from the Ballad of
Buster Scruggs.
Buster Scruggs, where Tom Waits is digging for gold and that dude comes up behind him. That's this whole thing. It's your face superimposed on Tom Waits.
Arizonans, do you believe in freedom? I thought this was America, Arizona, where we could drive safely 9 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Let's go. It said 15.
Said 15.
Well, those are lies.
Okay.
Those are dirty robot lies.
Uh-huh.
You going to believe a robot? We were just talking about Apollo 13. What happened to those guys?
Some of them are no longer the movie or the actuality.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Look what's happened with AI.
Now, hear me out, Arizona.
AI is trying to kill us. This is just the first step. We have to fight it now. This is the first domino before Transformers become real, before that new sexy Bumblebee statue at SunWest Silver comes to life and starts wreaking havoc on all of us. We stand up now. Support Senate Bill 1234 in Arizona. Paradise Valley police are fascists.
Van trying to sue Cybernet over a ticket right now. I like that.
Watch out, Miles Dyson. Van's coming.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Can we put a bet on it real quick?
Yeah.
You come off the $75.
I'm fighting this.
Oh, I
Tooth and
believe
nail.
that. I believe that fully.
The bill on February 8th, the bill passed its first committee 5-3. So it's on its way. Myself and the lovely people of Arizona believe in freedom.
There are two things in this world that I know to be true, even though we both don't want them to happen. You will pay the speeding ticket, and I will pay off my student loan. These are two things that neither of us will be able to escape.
Got 90 days. You have way longer.
The rest of my life.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to pay back the cash store.
That's NFL updates when we get back. Big trade today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it. 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610. 3. 14.
It's a party over here. It's a party over here. There's no shame nowhere. Yeah. We leaving bloodstains on the dance floor. Yeah. Yeah. Bloodstain.
You have better things to do than yard work. JPR can help make your yard a low-maintenance, water-saving oasis with gravel, base course, sand, crusher fines, flagstone, boulders, water features, and tow-away ready-mix concrete carts. Find a location near you at jprnm.com. This report is sponsored by JPR Incorporated. And traffic right now, still dealing with that crash westbound on I-40. It's right near Rio Grande, but you're going to see slowdowns going all the way back to San Mateo. Watch yourself going through there. Things moving slow as well. Northbound on I-25, where we've got crash cleanup going on near Candelaria. You're going to see slowdowns for that, extending back to Gibson. Also, southbound I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery, things moving slow there. And seeing more congestion now westbound on Paseo. That's going to start around Jefferson. It will go until Coors.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Taxes are due. Have you filed yet? Don't worry. Jackson Hewitt is racking up the assists. They guarantee your biggest refund, and they will get you filed or get you an extension before the deadline. Beat the clock and the crowds. Go to Jackson Hewitt today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. I already know what you're going to tell me. Take it easy, Rome. It's only April. Right. I know how to read. I know how a calendar works. I understand that it's April. but I fired out and opened up the show by giving love and respect to the Tampa Bay Rays. That's right. The Rays are 10-0. It is the best start in Major League Baseball since 1987. I'm not trying to tell you they're on pace to win 162 games or that they're about to break the Mariners' 116 win mark, but I am here to say it is once again an example of the Rays being the Rays, aka winning. Did you know that the only franchises that have more wins over the last 6 seasons are the Dodgers, Astros, and Yankees? And I don't care who they've played. Give them some credit, for real.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, trunk lids, license plate holders, and headlights. They've got lots of headlights. When you need parts, get it right the first time with eBay Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that part's going to fit. eBay Motors. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
A ductless mini split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini split experts. Call them today for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon, Van Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Okay, we're back on the program.
Albuquerque, top of the second. Your Tampa Bay Rays are up 1-0. Got to make it 11 in a row.
They're just starting is what they're doing. That's them just starting.
Ace Shane McClanahan and the sexy Devil Rays jerseys on the bump tonight. Can't lose. Can't lose.
Who?
Shane McClanahan of the Clan McClanahan. First of his name.
You doing William Wallace right now?
A little bit. Like, not a lot, just a little bit.
What was that?
A little bit.
It's not even a relevant
You really want me to lean into it?
Mel Gibson has been canceled. I don't know if you know that. Lamar Jackson.
Still making movies.
He's not, though. He's like producing his own movies. That's not making movies. The only guy who does that well is Adam Sandler.
You get a photo enforcement ticket in Arizona.
Okay.
Make sure you have an out-of-state address.
Like as well?
Pro tip. No, on your official documentation.
Okay.
Which will never make you a resident of Arizona. It's a catch-22. Actually, bonus.
Friend of the show, friend in real life, Howard Balzer tweeted today.
Okay.
As suspected, there are 4 void years in Odell Beckham Jr.'s contract, making his cap charge right under $4 million this year. The void years push $11 million-ish into prorated bonus charge to be on this year. So what that means is he's super cheap this year, and Lamar Jackson could have an early Christmas present if he makes the decision to come back to the Ravens.
Just like the Jets and the Packers, it's a done deal. Lamar Jackson's going back to the Ravens. Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. Let's just keep milking it for attention and posturing.
Can we also talk a little bit about genius though? Because this makes a little bit Baltimore look like idiots. Because he's going to get that money no matter what, regardless of if he plays. So Odell's looking like a dude right here. He's super cheap this first year. And after that, he can be a regular number, or he can get it all in voided money. And to Lamar, to me, that screams, hey, you can go over on these GMs. Now, are they taking like a loss lead on this thing to make that happen? Probably. There's probably a level of chess here. But to me, I think it's super smart.
My sources indicate
Is that Howard Balzer?
that Lamar Jackson has been recruiting Odell Beckham Jr. since no one else has given him a good offer, says my sources, my NFL insider sources.
Who is that?
An article I read this morning on the toilet.
Okay. This has to be the one where he comes back. Otherwise, this one has gone too long. Because if
coming back, no one else wants him.
Everyone wants him. Except these 4 NFL teams at the top of the draft, for some reason, are going to take idiot rookie first-year quarterbacks. You know how much I would trade?
Bird in the hand, Fred.
I want every article coming out to keep saying CJ Stroud, CJ Stroud, CJ Stroud. And then if I'm Carolina, I say, here's the first overall draft pick, Baltimore. You can get CJ Stroud. Also, here's some other crap. Give me Lamar Jackson.
They would do it just for the number 1 pick.
Straight up?
Put that.
If I'm Carolina,
you take it.
Trade that.
Yeah.
Sign that.
Have him.
Do that.
Bird in the hand.
Be that.
Bird in the hand. Bird in the hand. That's a good rap lyric. I'm going to write that down. That's a good chorus. I'm going to write a rap song tonight. Bird in the hand. Cool.
Tyler, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice in your life.
All right.
You and I were having a conversation last night about like going back to school and setting yourself up for the future.
Yeah.
If you become an Olympian at NFL can't like cap salary numbers, if you can do the gymnastics through accounting or whatever, you become a millionaire in about a minute. Like as quickly as any individual can figure out how to cheese the cap as well that it is being done and can be done better, that's where all the money's at in the world. Because that money they're paying you doesn't go towards the cap.
Extending out contracts over different years with void years isn't that different from trading your food stamps for bottles of Teller vodka.
You should write a thesis.
So, I mean, you're a
Okay,
natural.
So here's the thing. I think I'm going to weld, but I'm going to write that down. Cheese the cap. That sounds good.
Okay.
Cheese the cap. It's Tyler just getting easy cheese, filling the cap with the easy cheese, and then licking it out with his tongue like a poorly made Jello shot.
I'm going to say I'm definitely cheesing the cap.
He's going to cheese the cap. No cap.
Me and Van are going to write some raps and cheese the cap later.
Yeah, baby. Bird in the hand.
In other words, if Lamar doesn't come back, they can put 11 million dead on the books next year for Odell Beckham Jr. And it's not going to matter because you're going to have a cheap quarterback anyways. And if you have your good quarterback, then you can void it out. Your good quarterback being Lamar Jackson. I just think it's a smart move by all parties involved. It's kind of the first sign where I'm like, okay, maybe Lamar is going to be back. Because I didn't think he was going to. I thought it would be anywhere else.
It's the unsexiest, coldest take, but I didn't think Lamar Jackson was going anywhere this whole time. They're just both posturing. They don't want to give him guaranteed money and or a long deal. They're going to meet in the middle. He's going to get a big old bag. He's going to be fine. He's going to be that super electric top 5 quarterback that only plays 12, 13, 14 games. They'll make it to the middle of the NFL playoffs and lose. But they'll do it with Odell Beckham Jr. this time.
It's just because he's there, though, doesn't make that impact, I think, on the field. Because I think it's the Lamar factor, right? Because if you get through 17 games with Lamar, cool, you're in the playoffs. It's the difference that he is in those 3 games in the playoffs, 4 games in the playoffs. Because you don't plan for Lamar any other time of the year. There's not another dude who's Lamar. He like the one. So that is how you end up going deeper into the playoffs than mid-range, because you're such a unique offense. And also no one's game planning towards Odell Beckham Jr. I promise you that.
I've said it before on the show, and I will continue to say it every time we talk about Lamar Jackson. He has played a full NFL season one time in his career. He was the MVP of the league. He has not played a full season any other year of his career.
Kind of the last take on that, too, is this one, which is if it only cost you $11 million to get Lamar to sign that contract, if Lamar was like, I'd rather you give $11 million to my friend than give me $11 million more dollars, number one, that's a good friend.
Aw.
Number two, good deal for the Ravens. Best bad contract maybe ever. For the Ravens, for Lamar, it's good. Excuse me, for Odell Beckham Jr., it's good.
And if that's the carrot you need to dangle to get him to seal the deal, all it takes is 1 year and $15 million for an overrated receiver. Cool. It's nothing. It's peanuts.
What's the franchise tag on NFL wide receivers? $10 million?
Mm-hmm. No, it's more than that. That's running back.
Give me an update on the Rays. Do you have it?
Rays still 1-0.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
We're going to touch on the NBA whenever we get back. I got a problem with the NBA. This is the most exciting end to a regular season ever, and they let everyone sleep on it.
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs start Thursday. Is that right? Friday?
Is it because Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian are back in the news?
I didn't know that was real. Is that real?
The Lakers signed him the day before the last game. Bench depth. Plus, you get the Kardashians in the front row of the playoffs.
Everyone in this country should be rooting for the Sacramento Kings, and the NBA is missing the boat. More on that whenever we get back. 2 Men On 95.9 AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Jericho Nursery, your gardening angels.
Jericho Nursery, all your yard and garden needs. We are fully stocked of flowers, vegetables, herbs, bedding plants galore. Roses, flowering shrubs, and trees. Visit Jericho Nursery on Alameda and 2nd Street or see our weekly specials at jerichonursery.com. Hoorah!
Traffic right now. Crash cleanup continuing northbound I-25 at Comanche. Between the crash and just typical afternoon traffic, you're going to see slowdowns going all the way back to Gibson. Watch yourself going through there. Westbound on I-40, crash cleanup continuing as you approach Rio Grande. You're going to see slowdowns going back to San Mateo with that. Paseo headed west right now. Jefferson to Course, things moving slow there. And still dealing with congestion southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
When Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situations. Join this radio station and me, Coach Gonzalez, and Lobo Athletics on the field at University Stadium this Saturday, April 15th, for free CPR classes at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at this station's website right now, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the football home opener against Tennessee Tech. But walk-ups on Saturday are also welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life.
Arguing about Grage and Royal Taupe is a royal pain. I got my cabinets painted by CertaPro painters, and they look like brand new, and it saved the argument with my wife. They clean up the mess, and now my kitchen looks brand new again. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. CertaPro.com.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. That looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new kitchen package of state-of-the-art appliances with innovations to make everything from meal prep to cleanup easier, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. Bring on spring with savings on select kitchen appliances in-store and online at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
In 2022, the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fires devastated parts of northern New Mexico. Fiesta Subaru has been restoring and replanting many of these areas, but we're not doing it alone. Our customers have been donating trees to help with the restoration. Thanks to their generosity, 25,000 seedlings will be planted in areas affected by these wildfires. At Fiesta Subaru on Lomas, we're committed to making a positive impact on our environment because it's the right thing to do.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Get in the door price for game one of the Warriors and Kings on Saturday is $821. The most expensive round one playoff game ever?
It's gone up like $200 since yesterday.
That's crazy.
It's wow.
About 1,000 in food stamps just to where we're.
That's okay.
Yeah, just do the math.
Way more than that.
Yeah, for real.
The pride of Albuquerque.
World Cup.
Tampa Bay Rays are up 2-0 now.
That's wild. Can actual fans afford to go? Like, there are fans that have been watching Sacramento when tickets were $5 for the longest. And
Get grandfathered in. If you can prove that you're an actual fan.
How do you do that?
All 8 of those people should get in for free.
You show them old Snapchats of you at the game?
Yeah. I have a Mike Bibby jersey.
That's a good one, actually.
Does Boogie Cousins have to pay that much?
He's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he signed a deal south of the everything.
But he used to play in Sacramento.
He did.
Sure, lots of guys did.
He was good then. Like real good.
I want to be like
Mike.
Thank you. I want to be like, hey, I'm pro Sacramento. Like, this is a cool story. This is a unique thing. This is fun. This is what the NBA should be. And immediately you're going to go and do some stuff like this. Like, be accessible. Like, be that underdog that people are actually rooting for. Because people are making the picks about this thing. Everyone's going to take Golden State.
Everyone is.
Like, you're going to root with your heart. You're going to call for Sacramento. The young bloods, the up and comers. They were what, like 20 games under 500 or whatever. I know that's not the number. But the point is, you immediately just go and screw the whole thing up. And the NBA is not, in my opinion, doing a good job of giving me a reason to root for these losers. You know what a really good example of this is? I'm going to take you way back to Tyler. You were about 1 year old. To 1999. It was the Knicks and the Pacers. And the Knicks they got Patrick Ewing. They've been this perennial powerhouse. This is like your stuff, Chris Burnett. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Reggie Miller, baby.
Yeah. And the NBA made me believe that Reggie Miller and Anthony McKee and all these terrible everythings from Hoosierville could beat the big bad Knicks. Well, they did. And that's the part that's crazy to me about this. It's like, you have the formula here, NBA. Do a better job, NBA. But I don't think the rub is coming off the way it should to excite fans about this thing.
And they had the misfortune of going up against the Warriors.
Well, that does suck. But it's
the NBA's darlings.
It's a good little interstate thing, I guess. Do the Warriors have the most loyal fan base, or do they have the most bandwagon fan base? Which one is it?
Bandwagon.
Bandwagon?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
The Patriots of the NBA.
There were a lot of years the Warriors were one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah. Michael Richmond in all those years?
Mitch Richmond.
Thank you. Michael Redmond? They all sucked.
Baron Davis.
Hardaway and Weber years are kind of cool.
Run TMC.
Boom.
Try to come up with anyone else there that was anything.
Tom Gugliotta.
Thank you.
Ronnie Cycli. Chris Webber.
Why do you know all this stuff about the terrible? Well, hold on. That's
I've been
somebody
a
else.
Warriors fan since I was in high school.
See, he's
Oh.
not a bandwagon
Right.
fan. He's the only one.
Don't forget Latrell Sprewell.
PJ Carlissimo will never forget.
No, he will never forget.
I feel like the modern Warriors fan probably thinks that it's from a city called Golden State.
That's yeah.
Golden State, California.
It's the capital.
I went to a game years ago when they were still in Oakland at the Oracle. They're not there anymore. Now they're in San Francisco or just south or whatever.
Santa Clara, I think. Yeah.
Everything's in Santa Clara.
Yeah, that's where the 49ers play too, I believe.
That is correct.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. Do you know how this works? Are you guys familiar with this? So Santa Clara is the whole city is like sports and tourist attractions kind of, and then giant landfill and giant cemeteries. So they take all the trash and deceased from the surrounding Bay Area counties, put it in Santa Clara, charge an exorbitant fee to all these surrounding counties. And that's how they came up with all the funds for like this stuff.
That's nice.
Kind of weird.
It's like Tyler's doppelganger, Staten
I
Island.
was gonna say I like that. It's a little garbage town. I like that. Like my place.
What's the golf course here in Albuquerque? I'm going blank. That's built on the old landfill.
I have no idea.
Come on, brain.
Balloon Fiesta Park?
Could be. It's not the answer though.
ADO.
When I first moved to town, they had all these vents in the ground here. Like I'm driving up and down the roads. I'm like, what are all these vents in the ground? It's like, oh, we're just on top of a landfill. This is how gases escape. I'm like, this is someone's real solution?
I mean, really, everything's a landfill.
Kind of everything's a landfill. The NBA needs to figure out the in-person part of this thing. Because NBA in person is very, very good.
Tanawan.
Oh, there you go.
Tanawan is built on a dump.
I wouldn't have known that.
Sometimes it'll rain a lot and the ground will shift and like tires and trash will just come out of the ground in people's yard.
Is that real?
It's a true story. True story.
You know, on the one with the fence around it?
I think they all have fences.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You
There's
might
a
get hit
fence,
by
yeah.
a golf cart as you're just walking through.
Oh, I don't like that. Playing tournament today, Hawks and Heat, Timberwolves and Lakers.
Nothing against the lovely people in Tanawan.
No, I'm sure they're
It's a
all.
nice place.
It's super nice.
Yeah.
Who do you got in the Hawks and the Heat? This is the one from the East, boys. What are you thinking?
I'm not going against Jimmy Butler in the playoffs.
Oh, I cannot, right? Kind of weird to me that they didn't have a better end of the year run. They lost that last game to the Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm. Cavs are legit though. Can't make fun of them no more.
I guess that's a good point too. Cavaliers are in. They're playing the Knicks. That's going to be the one.
But the Hawks have this weird record, right?
Keep going.
Where look, they're 41-41. Over their last 10 games are 5-5. Their last 20, they're 10-10.
Oh, really?
Their last 100, they're 50-50.
What they do in the last game, win
So
or lose.
this is the game that they should go over 500 to recorrect to go back down to 500 the very next game.
With Gobert out for the Timberwolves, I believe it'll be an absolute blowout by the Lakers tonight. Does anyone disagree with that?
I don't disagree.
No, Lakers going to serve them. 8.5. 7 versus 8 is an 8.5 spread.
It is not, is it?
Yeah, Lakers by 8.5.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
See the injury report for the Lakers?
And look, the NBA, I don't believe in cheating or collusion. Look, the refs are just out there doing their job. Lakers still going to get every call. You want LeBron James to advance. You want the Lakers to advance. That makes money.
They went 8-2 over their final 10. Tell me they're not ready. They're 100% ready.
They'll make a run.
And their dudes, Davis, James, Russell, don't let the injury report fool you. They
Mhm.
good.
A lot of breaks.
Oh.
They
Wait, like in their legs?
They were pretty, no, you're talking about Anthony Davis.
Oh, okay.
They were winning while being rested. What?
This weekend, though, is the one. Like, I'm in, but I'm not in on the play-in. I think
you don't like the play-in tournament?
I like it because
I'm a fan.
It made the end of the regular season better. If it was 3 games, I think I'd be in on it. Now, I know that's too much, and I get that you can't really make all that work, but
it's smart the way they did it.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
not like 7 versus 10.
You're right.
And it's a big favorite on the road. You got the 7 versus 8. Winner goes in. Loser gets a home game. I love the way they did it.
And
unconventional, but smart.
And again, cannot stress this enough. A historically bad job is what is happening with this Golden State and Sacramento thing. The game is at Sacramento. Disrespected.
How often does that happen?
I can't come up with one off the top of my head.
No.
Usually Sacramento by this time of the year, they're holding it up.
Been a minute.
20. It has been 20 years. And I know exactly how many minutes are in a year because I saw Rent. That's a lot of minutes. Josh Sushan will join us when we get back. We're going to preview Isotopes baseball tonight. They're at El Paso, the hated
losers.
What's the name of their team down there? Chimichangas?
Chupacabras.
The Chihuahuas?
Chinchillas. That's what it is.
Netflix and chills.
Mm-hmm.
They're down there. Also, it's probably like 100 degrees down there. It's so hot down there all the time. If it's 80 here, I'm going to look up the temperature during the break. It's too hot in El Paso.
Where are they going to release? Where else are you going to release the ventilation from hell? Except for the armpit of the country. Universe, if you ask me.
Knee pit, not even armpit. Also, a lot of the friends of the show really love El Paso. It's kind of weird to me. From the live chat, yes, Chris, you can go with us to WWE. That's this Saturday night at the Rio Rancho Event Center.
Of course.
Tune in on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2023.
Well, traffic right now, things are looking better, but we still got several slow spots here in the metro. Westbound on I-40, you're going to run into slowdowns as you approach San Mateo. Those are going to last until Rio Grande. Watch yourself going through there. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, got congestion there. Still seeing slowdowns northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central. And westbound on Paseo, things moving really slow there. Those slowdowns start at Jefferson. They will last until Coors.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Kate Constable here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The 7 vs. 8 play-in game gets underway tonight, and the BetQL model is eyeing the nightcap between the Lakers and Timberwolves. Minnesota is falling apart on and off the court, and BetQL has the Lakers minus 8.5 as a 5-star best bet. They have the Lakers projected to win even by double digits. I'm Kate Constable. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
If something happened to you, what would happen to your family? Would they lose their home, their life savings? What about your kids' education? You need life insurance. Call SelectQuote now, and we'll help you save more than 50% on the term life insurance you need to protect your family. In a hurry? Don't worry. With SelectQuote, you can get up to $2 million in instant, same-day coverage with no medical exam. That's right. Get up to $2 million in instant, affordable, same-day coverage with no medical exam in under an hour.
Call Select Quote at 1-800-212-1166. That's 1-800-212-1166. Or go to SelectQuote.com now and get up to $2 million in instant same-day coverage with no medical exam. That's 1-800-212-1166. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing, including the Kentucky Derby May 6th. Plus, check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events, only at Casino at the Downs. Casino at the Downs casual dining options feature all your favorites and 2 daily specials. Enjoy green chili stew, our Downs green chili cheeseburger, pizza, sandwiches, desserts, and more. And the Crown Room grand reopening in May offers the best in fine dining and elegance, only at Casino at the Downs.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
It used to be, not that long ago, if your hair was thinning, you just had to deal with it. Losing one's hair was natural, and there was nothing you could do about it. That is certainly not the case anymore. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I'm talking to both men and women who may be dealing with hair loss or thinning hair. There absolutely is something you can do to get your hair back, and it starts with one easy call to NuMale. The number is 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at NuMale, NuMale.com. This cutting-edge technology has helped thousands of men and women reclaim their hair. The pros at NuMale walk you through the options, and you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy. It uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells, deepen your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser, proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Call NuMale, 505-652-1688, or schedule online at NuMale.com and get your hair back.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Welcome back to the program. We're in just 30 short minutes. The Albuquerque Isotopes will start a 6-game sweep of the El Paso whatevers. Joining us on the program, Josh Sushan. Josh, welcome, brother.
Thank you. This is the Fernando Tatis Jr. week here in El Paso.
Oh, okay.
There's an enormous number of people who are all around the dugout hoping that he will come out and sign an autograph or two, or 500 before he starts stretching and getting ready for the game.
Seems realistic.
Does he use a pen or a Sharpie or just dip a needle in ink? How does this work?
Yeah, good question.
Definitely a needle in ink, 100%. I overheard, because it's impossible not to overhear, they have like this huge mega horn that someone from the Chihuahuas front office instructs all of their game day employees. And they said, no, we don't know how long he's going to be here. We can't answer any questions about why he's here. And we don't know how many games he's going to play. So if anyone asks you a question, just avoid that question. It's a privilege to have him here. And please don't take any photographs. Just do your job. That was pretty much the instructions to the El Paso game day staff.
That's funny.
So is he playing? Is he in the lineup?
Yep, he's in the lineup, leading off, playing right field.
That's actually pretty good. It's pretty good for the fans. You know what's kind of fun about this is all these people showed up to see like Fernando Tatis hit dingers, but really what they're going to see is the Isotopes hit dingers because they're 4 of them on Sunday, Easter Sunday. Let's go.
3 times this year that the Isotopes have hit 4 home runs in a game. They've only played 9. And checking math, 33% of the time they've hit 4 home runs in a game.
That's super sweet. That's like a very good team.
So you're in the hated rival of not only the boys, but also the Albuquerque Isotopes, El Paso. How many times do you safely have to shower when you're there? Is 4 day good?
Well, I drove down this morning and I got one in before leaving the hotel.
Okay.
So I'm below your, your
Threshold.
Yes. So I'll work on that for tomorrow.
Sweet.
When you're down in El Paso, like, is it hard to control your anger?
Why would I be angry? I get to go to a baseball game every day. I
Mhm.
get to talk to you guys.
Yep.
I get to watch Fernando Tatis Jr. And, why would I be in a bad mood?
El Paso.
El Paso.
The answer is El Paso.
Paso.
Yeah, it's El
You
Paso.
forget what show you're on for a
Yes,
second,
it's
Josh?
El Paso, Jay.
You know where you are?
We're talking about El Paso. Chance to go for 3 in a row. This team feels a little different than what we saw last year from the Isotopes. Obviously, new players. I get it, but there feels like there's an energy towards pulling out the W this season that I don't necessarily think I felt at specifically the end of last season. Anything feel different to you around the boys, around the clubhouse?
The main thing is that just the talk of winning and how often it comes up.
Yeah.
We just had Clint Hurdle here last week, and Clint Hurdle's big thing is when he was the manager for the Rockies and they went to the World Series in 2007,
Mhm.
most of that team was homegrown and they all won in the minor leagues. And when Clint came back to be a special assistant, he told the Rockies, we need to win in the minor leagues. None of this, we got to develop, but no, you need to win. We need to establish a culture of winning. And that's kind of been a taboo topic. That's maybe a bit of an exaggeration. But it was kind of a wink topic around minor league baseball, especially AAA, where it's like, we want to win, but player development comes first. And Clint Hurdle has started the mantra, and it started with him. And when they interviewed Pedro Lopez, he told you guys this. They asked him, how do you feel about winning? And he had the right answer. He said, we need to win. It's part of what we need to do. Clint Hurdle came up to me behind the cage and said, I'm sorry for the players that we had last year. We made a concerted effort to bring you good players. He said in my pregame interview Sunday, I apologize to owner Ken Young for the way that we played last year. I apologize to your fans. I apologize to John Trop. That's not acceptable. Now, they won at AA and high A and low A, and he said, we haven't figured out AAA. He said, but we're trying. So I think that's the biggest thing is the fact that they're so openly telling us we want to win. We're trying to win. We're trying to give you better players because we think it's important.
Clint Hurdle talked about that on our program on Friday, since we are at the lab every single Friday when the Topes are at home. I think just having Clint Hurdle here and that energy that he brings is going to help the program no matter what.
For sure. Yeah. He's one of the guys that you hear him before you see him, right? Because he's got a big voice and he doesn't ever talk in his library voice. But he's fun. Like I saw him in the clubhouse one day and some player said, oh, you can eat that. He goes, no, I don't eat players' food. He goes, no, that's your food. He just has a presence. He just has a way about him. The vocabulary that he uses, just his wisdom, his knowledge. One of the other things I love that he said was, one of his jobs is to make sure that the Rockies look the same from single A up to the major leagues. He said when a player gets promoted from Hartford to Albuquerque, they shouldn't feel like they're in a new organization. We should be doing the same thing at every single level. This is the way that we prepare for games. This is the way that we prepare players. And I just love that there's someone who's got his experience and his just the way, just his persona and that he's around. It's so much fun.
You remember when Clint Hurdle was ejected after one pitch whenever he managed for the Pirates? When A.J. Burnett threw a strike that was called a ball. And then I don't remember who the catcher is, but they throw that catcher out. And then Clint Hurdle comes out and they're like, you got to go too. Who was
fiery? Yeah.
Was that Jason Kendall? Is that who was behind the plate?
Probably. Yeah, that sounds like something Jason Kendall would do.
And Clint
I got to know him.
And Clint Hurdle was like, oh, man, I got to get kicked out right now.
Just started.
I think it was the Braves. That was a long time ago.
I forget if it was Billy Martin or if it was Earl Weaver, but someone got kicked out of a game and the next day they're exchanging lineup cards and they get right back into the discussion from the previous day. They got ejected before the game even started again.
Oh, baseball has all the best stories. It is pretty easy to win games, Josh, when your 2, 3, and 4 spots are going 9 for 9 from the day. What?
Yes.
Nolan
also,
Jones. Oh, go ahead.
And I was going to say, and also 15 for 15 getting on base.
Isn't that crazy?
Bonkers.
Hey, what are you doing today? Turning left on the base path? What about you?
You're going to turn left 3 times. How about you?
I got to figure it out. Yeah, Michael. Hey, Michael Tolia, what's up? Is he? I mean, he's going to be here for 5 more minutes. This dude is. He's major league talent.
Yeah. So here's my thing with guys like Tolia. I don't want him to go up to the big leagues and sit on the bench.
Right.
So have him keep playing here every day until he can play every day or close to every day. He's not going to play over CJ Cron at first base.
Nope.
And I know he can play in the outfield, but I like the way the Profar is playing right now. And he's not going to play right field over Chris Bryant, and he's not a center fielder, so he's not going to play over Daza. So let's let him just continue to play here and just keep getting better and just keep dominating and fine-tuning. And then when the Rockies do need someone, then have him go up and so that he can play every day, because it's not going to do him any good to sit on the bench.
Trying to establish a winning culture here in Albuquerque. What can you learn from the Tampa Bay Rays? 10-0 and they're already up 2 rip. Going for 11-0.
What I can learn is that when you score the most runs and you give up the fewest runs and you have the fewest walks allowed and you hit the most home runs, that's a successful formula.
Thank you, John Madden.
Isn't it nuts what they're doing? It's not like they're just winning like by a run or two. They are annihilating everyone. Like, I remember the 87 Brewers, and it's like they found a way to win in the ninth inning every night. Rob Deere, walk-off homer. It's on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and all that. The Braves in 82, and they won all those games in a row. Kind of the same thing. The Rays, there's nothing close about their victories.
Rockies put it on my Cardinals last night.
Yeah,
Looks like
did.
they're going to put on my Cardinals 3 times in a row. Oh, my gosh.
Well,
Rockies.
Marquez had to depart after 5 innings, though. That's not good.
Nope.
And so we'll see what status is on him within the next couple days, and if that means we're going to lose a member of the Isotopes rotation, or whether Armand's going to be okay, or whether they'll just use like Ty Block. I mean, they've got some bulk relievers, so they could get away with it, for a start or two. So that's, we're 9 games into the season, and we haven't had a guy get called up yet. Now, we had a guy get called up before the season began, but this seriously might be a AAA record, 9 games without a dude getting called up.
I mean, pretty good record if we can get it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that. The kind of the lastly and the shortly of it is the Isotopes win when they out hit their opponents. You see the ball flying tonight in El Paso?
It usually does. It's warm here. It's not like 100 degrees, but it's warm. There's not much wind, and the ball carries here. And so there's a pretty good chance of that. So you got to keep the ball down here. Here's the other thing. You got to make plays defensively in these ballparks like Albuquerque and El Paso. And the Topes have committed 2 errors in 9 games. And it's not just that they aren't making errors. It's they're making plays. They're throwing out guys at home, run downs they're making, diving plays they're making, double plays they're turning. You have to play really good defense in these high altitude ballparks, and that's what they're doing so far.
Every player for the Rockies had a hit last night?
Yep.
This is ridiculous.
Yep.
They look like that's a competitive team. It's going to be a real competitive team, all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. Who's on the pregame tonight, Josh?
Pedro Lopez is on the pregame.
Good get.
We talked
D-Lo.
yeah, it was a tough get, too. Man, it was so hard to get the manager. And so we talked about the team start and about some injuries and guys filling in. And also, he coached Tatis in winter ball. Fernando's dad was the manager, and Pedro was one of the assistant coaches. So we talked about that, too.
Fernando Tatis, the only player in Major League Baseball history to hit 2 Grand Slams in 1 inning.
Off who?
Chan Ho Park.
Let's go. Good.
That's crazy. That's super crazy.
Yep.
You obviously just.
Do you know any other fact about Fernando Tatis Sr. other than that? Because I don't.
War 23.
Goatee cut by the hands of God.
No, that's Fernando Vina. Fernando Vina had that look.
Whoopsie.
Hey, excellent job yesterday at the press conference for Jackie Robinson Day of the Albuquerque Isotopes in the elevator pitch that it could be. Josh, tell us a little bit about next Tuesday and Jackie Robinson Day at the ballpark.
Most importantly, if you are a student, kindergarten through 12, if you write an essay about Jackie Robinson, if you write a poem about Jackie Robinson, if you do a piece of artwork about Jackie Robinson, you will get 4 free tickets to the game 1 week from today. Bring that artwork, bring that poem, bring that essay to the Isotopes Park Administrative Office, and you will get 4 free tickets. Learn about Jackie Robinson. He's one of the most important people in American history. Learn about him, research, artwork, essay, and you'll get rewarded with 4 free tickets to the game a week from tonight when we celebrate his life.
Josh Sushan, broadcast coming to you right now.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, brother.
All right, talk to you tomorrow. No, I'll talk to you Thursday. We had morning game tomorrow. I'll talk to you Thursday. Unless you just want to call.
That's right.
You got a full show tomorrow. Enjoy it.
No, we could head down right now. Just hang out during the day, watch the game.
Get right back here.
Right back here.
We're not making it back.
No, we wouldn't make it back.
No.
Really?
Not without a really good fast bail bondsman.
Hey, Josh, I don't know if you were listening to start the show. Van got an official letter from Maricopa County in Phoenix today as he got a speeding ticket while we were at spring training, and it was delivered to him on air.
Paradise Valley.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. The speeding camera literally has a picture of Van picking his nose. There's no punchline here. This is a factual story. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Like,
Okay, very good. I'm going to do the on deck show here.
good job, bye.
All right, thanks.
Tyler, good job today, brother. You don't care, Tyler. You're just gonna put your thumbs up.
So
Radio.
indifferent.
What are you doing?
Cool.
Yeah, you're super cool, Tyler. Want you to be engaged at the show. That's all we ask. Final words, man.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. But anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning. Probably covering another Rays win.
Yes.
On the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you in court in Phoenix, Burke.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Traffic right now continuing to move really slow westbound on I-40. Those slowdowns are going to start around San Mateo. They go all the way down to Coors. Be careful headed through there. Westbound Paseo, seeing a lot of congestion there as well between Jefferson and the river. And southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, we're still dealing with some slowdowns there as well. Rocky Mountain Roofing uses a drone with a special camera to detect moisture trapped under your roof. The scan finds leaks other roofers can't see. You can count on Rocky Mountain's roofing solutions. Visit RockyMountainRFG.com. Rocky Mountain, the most trusted name in roofing. This report is sponsored by Rocky Mountain Roofing. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's